Hey friends, I'm Liad, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm sharing a 9x12 oil painting on ABS. My goal for this painting was to push the loose, painterly feel even further than I did in the last video. Once again, I started off with a pencil drawing, and honestly, even though I probably won't be doing this for most of my paintings, it felt really refreshing. There's something natural, almost nostalgic about it. Looking at this piece as a standalone painting, I'm happy with it. It's a pleasing piece. But when I consider it in context of my goals for the week and the intentions behind this video series, I'd say it falls a bit short. And that's okay. There's so much to learn from that. It could be worse. It could have fallen short and been a bad painting, but at least I still ended up with a good painting. So let's dive into it, starting with the positives. As I mentioned, I think the painting turned out well. There are definitely areas where I pushed the looseness, abstraction, and value compression. I particularly like how the hair and face turned out, especially the eyes. They have a subtlety that I'm really pleased with. Often, people equate looseness with bold, strong brush strokes, but the more subdued, subtle aspects can be just as important. Simplifying shapes and values plays a huge role in creating painterly work. Overall, I tried to avoid getting lost in the details. I focused on giving things form and volume while keeping the brush strokes clearly visible and abstract. For the most part, I think I succeeded in balancing those elements. I also enjoyed painting the hands. Hands are always a challenge, but they're one of my favorite things to paint. Now, let's talk about what didn't quite hit the mark. To start, I think I chose the wrong reference for what I wanted to achieve. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Your choice of reference is so important. It really sets the stage for your success, or lack thereof. Because of my reference choice, I struggled to push the looseness as far as I wanted. Initially, I thought the background might be the problem, but it's not that. Even though the background has clearly defined geometric shapes, I think those could work in the right context. The real issue was my reluctance to sacrifice certain elements of the painting. When you push towards a looser, more stylized approach, you sometimes have to let go of some clarity. It's not a guarantee, but it's likely to happen. If the reference had been shot with different lighting or from farther away, I might have been able to simplify things more, making it painterly yet still clear. But with this particular composition, I didn't leave myself much room to maneuver. That said, I'm sure another artist might feel completely differently about this reference and create something spectacular with it. Two names that come to mind are Ollie Le Brocq and Juan Ruiz. My sincerest apologies for butchering their names. I'll leave links to them in the description so you can check out their amazing work. I know I tend to add a lot of caveats and qualifiers when I talk about painting. That's because art isn't simple, and understanding it fully requires acknowledging its nuance and subtleties. Allow me a quick tangent that ties back into this. I'm dyslexic, and writing scripts for these videos can be really challenging for me. I use AI to help me, which might sound ironic since I've been so outspoken against AI. There are a ton of issues with AI and how it's designed and how it's made, but depending on all those things, and depending on how it's used, it can be a tool that is helpful. It just depends. Here's how I use it. I write out my scripts without worrying about spelling or structure, letting my thoughts flow out freely. Then I run it through AI to organize it, and then I go back and rewrite it again and refine it for myself. One thing I've noticed is the AI often tries to make my writing sound more self-assured. For instance, turning good into fantastic and stripping away qualifiers. I think it reflects how our culture values confidence, but when it comes to discussing art, the nuance matters so much more. Anyways, tangent over, back to the painting. So while I'm happy with how I handled the brushwork, for instance simplifying the lighting on the knee, and approached other aspects of the painting, I still feel a little bit underwhelmed in the context of the video series. Check out tomorrow's video to see how I take the insight from this painting and use them to push things even further. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on any videos. Sharing this video with fellow art lovers really helps the channel grow, You can also join my art community on Discord and follow me on social media, links in the description. If this painting caught your eye, it's available on my website right now for the special price of $250. Thank you so much for spending time with me today, wishing you an amazing week, and as always, happy painting. Is that someone's catchphrase already? And as always, happy painting? Or can I trademark that or something? I wonder. Anybody know? Let me know in the comment section if you do.